Hello and welcome everyone to the Marr Show. You know what I love? Amiibos. I love Amiibos. I mean, they're so cool to look at. They do small but relatively fun things to your games. And heck, you get figurines of some of your favorite video game characters. That's pretty cool. I mean, you look at my shelf. Look at it. Those are all my Amiibos. I just can't help it. I'm an Amiibo hunter. Yeah, I own quite a bit of these little figurines here. I mean, from the Mario Party 10 series to the Splatoon, the Animal Crossing series, and heck, even one of my Amiibos is possessed by a demon.
For the 5th time, I'm not a demon. I'm from Purgatory, you moron.
So, does that mean you're both a demon and an angel, or?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, I guess, but I mean, hey, at least you got plenty of figurines you can at least hang out with. If they could talk, you know. That way you can all be friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, friends. If only you knew what strange stuff I hear from these toys.
Oh, come on. You got to admit that you like us sometimes.
You're passable, but these others are just annoying.
Well, we're not that annoying. Like, there's that little monkey fella.
Well, I guess he's nice.
Ooh, and how about that hot lady in the blue latex?
Oh yeah, she baked cookies for me once. I think I must have dreamt about it.
So yeah, I have an abundance of Amiibos. Most of my life savings has gone to these. Missed many bills. Okay, not really. I'm a bit of a smart saver, but you get the idea. I just love them. Last year, if you guys remember, I did a little review on these figurines, and I mentioned one of my main faults is that a lot of times they were too rare or were on low production, and to the extent they've been somewhat fixed. I mean, we've seen restock on like Little Mac and trying to think of others, Captain Falcon, Villager, and I mean, heck, some of these, not all of these, are Japanese imports. I mean, I have a few, but it's still a pretty cool idea that you can use imported Amiibos to work on any Wii U system regardless of what region, which I think is a really cool idea. And while some people will think that these figures don't do much, they're just so doggone cool to collect and stuff. So today, I'm going to do my top 10 Amiibo figurines that I own from my collection that I really like to use. And this list is going to kind of vary a bit considering the fact that, well, the figurines, I mean, a lot of them work for the same series, or even some that only work for one particular game, which sometimes sucks, but that's just the Amiibo function. So the only major rules that I'm going to contend for this list is that how cool and well detailed they are made, and also what kind of special functions they have. So yeah. Oh, and then again, my opinions only. This is just my list of which Amiibo figures I think are cool and stuff. So yeah. Here we go.
Number 10!
Number 10 doesn't really do much for your games aside from working only with Smash Bros. But number 10 is the Wii U Amiibo. Now, the reason why I chose Wii U, or Ryu, or Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, is because he's the best well-done Amiibo character on it. I mean, granted, there are a lot of well-detailed figurines like Palutena and Duck Hunt, but Wii U, I think, is the best looking one out of the bunch. Mainly because if you look at some of the human Amiibos, especially like, say, the Fire Emblem and Legend of Zelda Amiibos, the faces look kind of ugh. But Wii U's is done perfectly well, and I just think they captured the spirit of Wii U here. I mean, heck, he looks like he could actually beat the crap out of you as a little tiny midget. You're not possessed by a demon, are you? You're not gonna Hadouken my face, are you? I'm talking to a figurine.
Number 9!
Number 9 goes to the Shock Amiibo. Now, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Xenoblade Chronicles, I still think it's an amazing game, but I'm not particularly the biggest fan of it, as most people are. I mean, compared to Nerd Thomas, I mean, he loves the game to death. In fact, he even tried to steal my Amiibo once. I'm watching you. Now, the only main reason as to why I kind of put Shulk on number 9, I mean, granted, he's a well-done Amiibo. I mean, he looks really good, and he's practically the only amiibo that can work on Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the new 3DS. But the reason why I put him on number 9 is because I had a very interesting experience when I pre-ordered him. Back last year when he was a GameStop exclusive, I pre-ordered it back in December when he was available for pre-order. No, it was January when he was available, because, well, since it was a GameStop exclusive and where I live there's no Target or Best Buy. Yeah, we're a pretty small town that doesn't have much to offer, so I figured I'd order Shulk. And it was funny because when I got there, before I went to work that night, the guy gave me the amiibo and immediately told me that I was the only one that pre-ordered it and I should immediately sell it for a car. Because back then, Shulk was pretty expensive. Like, I saw eBay auctions go up 100 to even 200 once for a box Shulk amiibo. He just told me to just go off, sell it, get a car, just buy new anything, sell them and stuff. I mean, sure, granted, I probably should have done that because in fact I would have gained a couple extra $100, but honestly, I just don't like scalping, and honestly, I wanted to use Shulk in my games. That's the reason why I bought by this guy here.
Number 8.
Number 8 goes to Mr. Game & Watch, which not only is the ideal of a Game & Watch amiibo funny, but also because of the fact that I really love the Game & Watch. You may have saw in my Nintendo amiibo video that I have a few Game & Watches, and I own probably like 6 or 5, I think. Just because I really enjoyed the Game & Watch series. They're fun handhelds, and sure they're old and expensive nowadays, but still I really enjoyed them and just the simplicity of them. I may talk about the Game & Watch series later on the show, but the reason why I put Mr. Game & Watch on number 8 is because, well, not only is it pretty darn cool, but also because this amiibo has 3 other poses that you can change with it. So, I got a table here. So, let's say you don't like this pose in particular, well, you can change that with, like, say, his luck ability here. You could just slide, like, this is really bad. Okay, that's not completely on, but, like, you can change it to where he has his judging ability from Smash Bros. With 9, which is pretty cool. His other position is from the Game & Watch game Parachute, which is one of my all-time favorite Game & Watch. My favorite position I use, that sounds really sexual and bad, I'm so sorry. My favorite position is his art style, or his art icon from Smash Bros. Brawl, which is one of my favorite Wii games. And yeah, I just kind of like this position more. It's a bit more unique, better than just him going or something. So yeah, Game & Watch. Pretty cool amiibo with different positions and stuff.
Number 7.
Number 7 goes to Shovel Knight from Yacht Club Games. Now, Shovel Knight is a pretty unique amiibo for many reasons. For one, in the Wii U port of Shovel Knight, you can use this to unlock co-op mode and some special exclusive challenges. So, let's say you play the game tons of times, and you're thinking, man, I wish there was a way I can get my buddy to play it, and now you can. So you can do 2-player, which is pretty fun. I might do that with a friend of mine for Delmar Palace in the future because it is a really fun game. Other thing I have to say that's interesting about this is you can actually, if you buy Shovel Knight new in the box, you don't even have to open him to use it. You can just scan with the box. That's because in all the, I don't know if they fixed this now or anything like that, but in the Shovel Knight boxes, they forgot to add the metal sheet under the base that you can block out using on your Wii U gamepad. And I think that's just kind of funny. When I saw it, I was thinking like, oh, okay, there's no metal sheet, cool. And when I saw that people can just keep Shovel Knight in the box but still use it, it's pretty funny in my opinion. So yeah, I have to put him in that for that. Still, pretty cool amiibo.
Number 6.
Yoshi's Woolly Worlds is a fantastic game. It's cute, challenging, colorful, and has some pretty cool visuals, especially since it was made by the same team that made Kirby's Epic Yawn, which is another fantastic game. And the amiibos that came out for it were also pretty cool, and not to mention pretty creative in my opinion, because the Yoshi Woolly Worlds series are actually made out of entire wool and yarn, so it's so adorable. The only thing that's kind of off is the NFC chip on the bottom, which makes sense because, I mean, it's an Amiibo, so you won't have that functionality, but it still looks so adorable. However, this one is not for number 6. Instead, it is this big guy, the Mega Yawn Yoshi Amiibo, because, well, it's so cute. It's a big Yoshi baby. It's so adorable. I mean, seriously, not only can you use this for like your games, but you can also use this as a stuffed animal, for crying out loud, that you could just hug and squeeze when you're depressed or sad and you're scared of being lonesome in nighttime or something. 'Cause I'm broken when I'm open.
Number 5.
And for number 5, we go to the Mario Party 10 series. Well, there was actually a limited edition figure, and this time it's not because of low stock or anything. It was actually purposely a limited edition Amiibo, which is the Gold Mario Amiibo. It was a Walmart exclusive, and I guess the only reason why they made it gold is because Mario Party 10 was released somewhat close to Easter, so this was kind of like the ideal of finding the golden Easter egg, which I have to admit is a pretty nifty idea, whether it was their intention or not. But still, the Gold Mario Amiibo doesn't really do much. I mean, it does the whole Mario functionality, so if you use it in like Smash Bros, you get the Mario one, or in Mario Kart 8 you'll get to unlock the Mario costume, which seems kind of redundant, but whatever. Although there are 2 interesting features I like about this. One is that in Mario Maker, you can actually unlock a Gold Mario costume, which is pretty cool. So you can have like Mario from New Super Mario Bros. 2 in it. And in Mario Party 10, you also get a golden token, which could turn your figure into gold. Only for Mario, of course. So it's pretty cool. However, Golden Mario is considered to be, well, there's no even consideration. It is the rarest Amiibo out of them all, going for like $90 on Amazon or something. I was lucky to get this figure for about $40 on Amazon about a week after Mario Party 10 came out, because I knew it was going to be expensive. I mean, heck, it's now going up outrageous prices on eBay and stuff like that. And hey, it's actually for good reason. It was a limited edition, no low stock or people just losing interest. It was a limited edition Walmart exclusive. So I have to admit, even though it's just a Mario figurine painted in cheap gold paint stuff, it's pretty cool.
Number 4.
Number 4, I'm cheating a little bit here. Mainly because they are Amiibos, but they're not Amiibos. They have a functionality, but they don't. It's a mess. I'll get to which figurine is number 4, but it comes from the Skylanders Supercharger Amiibo figurines. Now how these work is that, say you're playing Skylanders with the Donkey Kong one, and you want to use the Amiibo functionality for, like, say, Smash Bros. Or something. Well, what would you do? There's a little switch here that you can switch between Amiibo, Skylanders. Amiibo, Skylanders. I don't think you can really see the writing on it because it's a bit too small and dark, but that's basically how you use it. And I have to admit, they're pretty cool looking figurines. I always like the idea of seeing other Nintendo characters in like other worlds or something, and I just like the design of some of these characters, and they just look cool. They also have some pretty cool abilities in the game, like say Donkey Kong can throw barrels at enemies, Bowser can send Koopa Troopas out to attack enemies as well and turn into Mega Bowser. So Bowser's definitely the coolest one out of the bunch, but I do like the design of the Donkey Kong Amiibo. Now, to be fair, there are 2 other ones, but they're more or less just paint jobs, basically. Dark Edition Donkey Kong and Dark Edition Bowser. I kind of prefer Dark Edition Bowser a little bit more just because he looks so menacing in whole black color. He just looks like he wants to destroy everything and everyone you know. I will admit, however, that I did try Skylanders Superchargers to see how I would like the series, because I didn't play any of the games at all, and after playing Superchargers, I didn't like it. Mainly because I didn't get invested with the story, the controls were they were stiff, and the driving mechanic, while it worked in some places, when you're in an open area, that's where it gets really complicated. Like, the controls felt reversed, and I just didn't have fun with it, so I just mainly got it for the Amiibos. That's it. I mean, yeah. So yeah, number 4 goes to the Dark Bowser Supercharger one. Kinda cheating, but it has Amiibo functionality, so might as well count it.
Number 3.
Number 3 goes to one of the Splatoon Amiibos. Now, the Splatoon Amiibos don't do a whole lot, but in the main game, Splatoon, you can actually use them to unlock special costumes and weapons, and also get some cool, extra money and, hey, play some cool challenge modes. One of my favorites to use is the Boy Inkling Amiibo, mainly because his challenge modes revolve using the roller weapon, which is my favorite weapon to use in Splatoon. I mean, granted, I also prefer the Zapper gun because it it has very good firing rate, but the roller weapon is just a cool idea, and definitely is one of my favorite weapons to use in the game. So yeah, the Boy Inkling Amiibo. Number 3. Lion!
Number 2.
Number 2 goes to this guy. A cute little pink marshmallow thing with arms and feet. Or Kirby. Now, I always loved Kirby. I mean, his games are simple, fun, and Kirby's just cute. He's like the most adorablest video game character in the history of ever. Like, seriously, name one character who's more cute than Kirby. I will read those comments in a bit. But anyway, so the Kirby Amiibo does kind of the same functions as most first wave Smash Bros. Amiibos. You can use it in Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros. In Kirby and the Rainbow Cruise, you can gain the Star Power, only 1-day use, which comes in handy if you're playing a really hard level. But not to mention, and this is the reason why I kind of put Kirby number 2, in the upcoming Kirby game, Planet Robobot, if you use the Kirby Amiibo, the way you play Kirby now, you actually play Kirby like you would play him in Smash Bros. Have the whole Smash Bros. Moveset, which is really amazing. I mean, granted, I don't really like playing the 3DS version of Smash Bros. That much, but just the idea of putting Kirby's moveset from Smash Bros. Into a Kirby game, now that's pretty cool, I have to admit. Not to mention, the Amiibo just looks so dang cute. Like, how can you mess up Kirby? Like, seriously, how can you mess him up? And finally, my number 1 favorite Amiibo figurine that I own is Star Fox. Pretty basic and kind of uninspiring considering the fact I got like Gold Mario or Mr. Game & Watch on here, and they have a bit more special uses in them, but Star Fox is my favorite Amiibo. He was my second Amiibo to get, the first one being Mario, of course, and the reason why I got him second stuff like Lenko the others is just because he looks so cool. And he's probably the best looking one out of the first line of Amiibos that was released. And not to mention, he was my first Amiibo fighter to use Smash Bros. One of my favorite outfits to wear for my Mii in Mario Kart 8. And not to mention, and this is probably one of my favorite functionalities for it, in the upcoming game Star Fox Zero, and yes, I know I mentioned this game too many times, but I'm just so excited for it. So anyway, in Star Fox Zero, if you use the Fox McCloud Amiibo, you can actually turn your R-Ring into how it looks from the SNES Star Fox game, with sound effects and music at all. Now that is really awesome. Pretty much the same as like Kirby, but I mean, come on, it's Star Fox. One of the best Nintendo franchises ever, and one of the best games, and to be able to turn your R-Ring into how it looks in the SNES game, that's pretty cool. And just because of all the functionalities and looks, and just because, well, who doesn't like Fox McCloud, the Fox McCloud Amiibo is my favorite out of the bunches that I own. And that's all the time we have for today, folks. So, if you would like to leave some suggestions for future top 10s or video game reviews, just comment below. And if you want to share what Amiibo figures that you own and which ones you personally love, just share with us. Give us some thoughts. I'm very curious as to what Amiibos people like the most. And now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go do stuff. That way. Wait, no, this way. This way, move, yep, camera, get out of the way, okay, moving, yes. I get the sudden feeling that his number 1 is a tie-in to his next video.
Did you really have to explain the obvious?
Yep, they don't call me Captain Obvious for nothing.
I thought it was Scope.
Excuse me? Am I the only one here who thinks this shelf is a bit too small? Just look how many of us there are on this bloody shelf. How in the blue hell does anyone not feel claustrophobic yet?
And what do you, good Ranter, have that can improve our situation?
Well, sir, I got an easy solution that could fix your problem. Let me show you something! I noticed that some of these folks aren't your cup of tea. Some of them you wish you could throw off the shelf and hope to never see again.
Your point?
Well, just use your penguin friend here as a good example. Simply get behind him when he's not looking and then push him off! Ouch. See? Problem solved.
Dude, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just a little dizzy.
Where have you gone? Where would you go if I was home?
No.
Freddy, why do you have that? Like, seriously, I mean, I know Tommy Wiseau made one of the brilliant, so bad it's good films, but why do you have a picture? Oh, now it's a coupon for his underwear. Well, why would you do that? Why would you put a coupon for underwear in a DVD? That makes no sense. I mean, I love The Room. Guilty pleasure. Love it. It's amazing and hilarious, but you can't just... You are sick of Freddy, you... Ugh. Oh. Hey. How'd you get from... You know, forget it. I stopped questioning stuff long ago, so... There you go.
Gump? Are you okay?
He touched me. He actually touched me. I've been loved by another human being.
And now I'm somehow jealous.